Welcome to the Muskegon Channel. It's the Andy and Dave Daily. It is April 13th, the year of our Lord 2017. I'm Andy O'Reilly. That's Dave Cackley. He has got the headphones going today. We had that little echo weird thing.
Yes.
Dude.
Technical difficulties ironed out now.
You know what would be nice? If we had some engineer we could push around and go, go ahead and fix that.
Some engineer with perpetual butt crack showing, like is usually the case.
Or one that would rat us out if anything happened. You know, that would... Why wasn't there a delay on Andy and Dave? We had to put the one delay over there in the other studio. Them country fellers, you know, they go a little nuts. Oh, the times we've had.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Look at my face. Can you see?
You know what? It's healing nicely.
No, it's not.
It's not. See, it doesn't look nearly as bad as it looked on Monday.
It looks like I look like a snake. Literally, there is skin coming off me.
Oh.
It's disgusting.
Okay, I see a little bit of peel.
Last night, I'm like, okay, do I shave tonight or do I wait? And then I thought to myself, well, you better shave tonight because once it starts... Have you ever tried to shave your head with a razor clogged up with dead skin?
I've never shaved my head, so...
It sucks. It's not fun. I was dumb. What was I thinking? I should have at least worn a hat. I don't know. I can't explain it. We jumped in the car, we took off for the Tigers game, and I didn't think hide nor hither of any of it. Like, hey, a nice sunny day. Good. I want that.
Well, lesson learned.
You're very right, Dave, and thank you very much for that sage piece of advice.
Guess what I did this morning? First time in 40 days.
Oh, boy. Keep in mind, this is a family show.
Come on.
Well, I don't know.
Lent ends today.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. Lent ends on Easter.
No, you're wrong. Look it up. Lent ends on Holy Thursday.
No, it doesn't. It does not end.
100% right.
No, you're not. You've been wrong about this since the first day I met you. First and foremost,
look it up.
You've gone on and on about you can eat. You say you give up meat in Lent, right?
I gave up meat completely.
Completely. But in the past, you've said that chicken is not considered meat.
No, I said chicken wasn't red meat. Chicken's white meat.
Right.
I didn't consider. There was a time where I didn't consider chicken nuggets meat because
they're not.
It is. I was wrong on that. But no, Lent ends today.
No, it doesn't.
I went to Steak and Shake at 4:30 in the morning and had a delicious single burger. Well, I wolfed it down. Literally, it was less than 30 seconds.
I've got bad news for you.
What?
Lent is not over, and you're going to hell. No. That's how it works, man. You blew it. You couldn't make 40 days without a piece of meat. Look at you. Shame on you.
I build my character. I deprive myself for 40 days, and you have to come and crap all over.
Listen, I'm the better Catholic of the two of us. I know. I went to Catholic school and everything, okay? I went to an 8-year Catholic school for 9 years. Beat that. That's right. I flunked 7th grade.
I have to say I can't. And I went to college for 7.5 years.
And since my mom watches this, and I don't know that your mom does, I'm clearly the better lapsed Catholic. Thank you.
Whatever.
I can't believe you couldn't make it till Sunday. Why did you give up so easy?
What?
You were this close.
40 days.
No, it doesn't.
Lent's over.
No, it's not.
Lent's over.
No, it's not.
Who is the religion minor, and who has completely fallen off the spiritual cliff?
Let me ask you. Let me ask you this, okay? Who lives on a spiritual plateau so far above you can't even see me?
Okay, whatever.
That's what I'm just simply saying. You failed at Lent once again, and that's going to cost you 20 days in purgatory unless you say 20 Hail Marys and 3 Our Fathers.
All right.
And put 50 cents in the collection basket.
Thank you, Father Andy.
You're more than welcome. What do we got in the news here?
Let's get into it. Chinese President Xi Jinping told President Trump Wednesday that Beijing is willing to work with Washington on ending North Korea's nuclear weapons program, but wants to do so through peaceful means. Xi told Trump that China insists on peace and stability on the Korean Peninsula in the wake of U.S. deployment to the area and the conducting of the biggest ever U.S.-South Korea military drills. I don't think anything's going to come of this. We're not going to war with North Korea.
I hope not. We can't. And it goes back. And you know, when we first started this back up, I mentioned it, but I want to bring it up again. I can honestly not think of a time since 1970, when I jumped out and made my grand debut, that we have not been in the middle of some frickin' war. And can't we just catch our breath for a while? Is it really that essential to the economy that we keep going in and toppling some government somewhere in the world? I want a break.
Well, you know what? Sometimes circumstances dictate that you have to act in certain areas.
Agreed.
Have to.
Agreed. But why us all the time? Why are we the ones? And I want to give you a little history lesson. If you go back to when the Cold War really got underway, it was a mindset of who's going to dominate this earth, who's going to be. And Werner von Braun even said it. I've got the video of it. He said, if we want to control the planet, we got to control the space around it. We just don't need to do that now. I'm tired of it. Just give us a break on the war for a while. I'm not going to be out hugging trees or standing on a street corner with a picket sign anytime soon, but enough.
But it's not going to be a situation where we're going to put a lot of boots on the ground anywhere. But
they always say that.
Occasionally, we're going to have to light some people up, whether it's a drone strike, whether it's a missile strike from here, and like what we did with Syria.
I'm done. We need a break for a while.
We can't be isolationist, man. It's not. We have a moral.
Wait a minute. Hey, good point. Wasn't Trump the one just saying we're going to make America great again?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's, take all our resources and people and go fight wars in some other country that won't matter to us. Get back here and do what you said you were going to do, Don. Let's fix America. Thank you.
I don't care what you say on campaign trails. I care about what you do when you get in there.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know what to say. He's going to be all over the place. I don't know what the right decision is, but I know that when you get in there, the same was the case with President Obama. Same was the case with President Bush. When you get in there, circumstances dictate action at certain points.
I'm just ready for a break from the war. That's all.
Okay. What else is going on? In an interview, we didn't really touch on this at all, but in an interview with ABC's Good Morning America Wednesday, United Airlines head Oscar Munoz said he felt, quote, ashamed watching the video of the man being forced off the jet. He also promised to review the airline's passenger removal policy and apologized again to Kentucky physician David Dow, his family, and other passengers who witnessed him being dragged off the flight. Munoz went on to say that law enforcement will never again be involved in the removing of a booked, paid, and seated passenger.
First and foremost, rule number one, don't sell more seats than are on the plane.
Well, they do that all the time.
I know, but why? Why are they even allowed to?
Look, I don't know, but I'm shocked that nobody took them up initially on the offer of $400, then up to $800 in a hotel stay, and you get a free trip wherever.
Dude,
I used to back when I used to fly a little bit.
Yeah,
I would try and get bumped.
Yeah,
and I got bumped once, and then got on another flight, got moved up to first class. It was awesome.
Well, you know what? I've been on airplanes where they start looking for people to get bumped and all that other kind of stuff. And my wife, Cindy, she's been flying for quite some time, picking up grandkids all over the country and stuff. Yeah. She's gotten shanghaied twice for over 24 hours in the airport system. I look at it like this. If you're looking for people to take a bump and blah, 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 I'm sorry. I'm not giving in. Get me on that plane and get me home. Get me where I'm going. I'm not taking your bump. I don't care how much you're offering. Get me on it. Let's go.
Wait, you don't care how much?
Nope.
Like they're going to give you $1,000 to take another flight and pay for that flight.
But so basically, they're essentially giving you $1,500. Sit here till 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, and you're going to probably pay $1,500 for hot dogs and pop overnight to keep you alive in the airport. Nope, not taking the bump. Thank you.
I don't know where your math is or where that comes from, but
it's not math.
I'm like,
you been in an airport lately?
Bump me anytime you want to bump me. I'll take the free flight. I'll take the free hotel stay. I'll take the $400, $800 in cash. Whatever. I will take that.
Okay.
Next time I fly.
Yeah. Which is?
Probably never.
Okay.
Professional fundraisers pocketed more than 60% of money raised for charities in the state of Michigan in 2016. This is according to an annual report from Michigan Attorney General Bill Schuette. These are people or organizations who solicit on behalf of a charity. In Michigan, some charities spend much more than the 35% recommended by the Better Business Bureau on those organizations. In fact, the National Audubon Society, which aims to restore Natural Ecosystems for Birds and Wildlife paid Donor Service Group over $80,000 while raising under $41,000. Now that's a negative 104% return.
Oh my God!
Investment. It's amazing.
You know, to see a cottage industry explode around charity, I think it kind of sucks.
It's wrong.
I think charity should be done quietly.
Yeah.
I think you should do it from your heart. I think, and with what we do, occasionally, you got to make a little bit of noise for a charity type thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Hey, let's do this for this cause. Let's do that for that cause. Okay, great. And that's just what we have to do. But if it's personal charity, I shut my pie hole, I walk in, I donate what I have to donate, and I walk back out. I don't want to leave my name. I don't want to leave my number. I don't want any of it. This is from me. Do what you do. See,
this is where you're a better man than I am. I want people to know the good works that I'm doing.
Yeah.
If I do something for a charity, I am going to shout it from the highest mountaintop. Hey, look at this awesome thing I just did. Because I don't do it that often, so it needs to be noted when I do it.
Okay, well, fine. Yeah,
so I like people to know.
Word is braggart. I mean, it doesn't that get you? Wait a minute, braggart on this day of you screwing up Lent?
I'm being honest about that. I'm also about the honesty. Now,
first you screw up Lent, and then you're a braggart.
I haven't screwed up Lent.
You screwed up Lent.
Don't even get me started on this. You are so wrong.
You blew it.
It ends on Wednesday. Google it. And
Lent ends on Easter.
I'm going to lose what's left of my hair if we keep this up.
Well,
this is driving me crazy.
You're wrong. Nothing you can pay. It's okay.
Good God Almighty.
Then you use the Lord's name in vain. Way to go. You're on a roll, pal.
This is. I'm going to have to give up something else now. The Police Athletic League in Muskegon Heights will be able to double the size of its Little League baseball system. This thanks to a large donation from the Ra-venna Little League. Now, this is really cool. We went from, horrible organizations taking money out of charities to somebody doing something really cool. Thanks to the Ra-venna Little League, a van filled with equipment for children from kindergarten and middle school was delivered to Muskegon Heights Fire Department earlier this week. More than 100 kids ages 8 to 12 played at Mona Lake Park last summer. This was for the first time in 15 years that they've been able to do this. And thanks to the donation and added interest, the league has added an age group for children 4 to 7 this summer. So that's fantastic. Get the kids out, get them playing baseball. It's awesome.
I have upped my exposure to the people in Muskegon Heights. And I'm not saying that as like, hey, look at me or anything like that. I've spent more time over there getting to know the new mayor, getting to know the school principal, getting to know the lady that runs the school. The reputation that they've got is unwarranted. The people, there are bad apples in Muskegon Heights.
Yeah,
there are bad apples in Muskegon. There are bad apples in Sparta, Caledonia. Pick your town, whatever. But it's time to change the way everybody looks at Muskegon Heights. It really is. That's a good bunch of people over there. And to think that they're not our neighbors is beyond me. I really can't. Really a great little community.
This is a great example of neighbors helping neighbors out.
And that's another great thing. For Ra-venna, which is, by the way, if I had a bell, I'd give you a ding. It's Ra-venna, not Ra-venna.
I'm going to say Ra-venna because it just sounds better.
Well, okay, another day in purgatory. So your thing, man. But to see them willing to do that and lift up another neighborhood like that, it's not only a great example of community, it's an example that other neighborhoods should kind of maybe do the same thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We're better as one. I've been saying that for a couple of years. Of course, you haven't been around, so
right.
I really think that if Muskegon, say from Fruitport to about Montague, starts to work as one, I think it'll make a world of difference.
Absolutely.
Well, inclusive.
All right. In sports, Tigers beat the Twins 5-3. It was the Dodgers blanking the Cubs 2-0. Orlando ended the Pistons season with a 113-109 defeat. And the Lumberjacks, they take on Dubuque on Friday. Game 1 of their Eastern Conference semifinal series. Game 2 is Saturday in Dubuque. Now, Game 3 in Muskegon has been moved to next Thursday.
Yes.
L.C. Walker Arena. That's 7:15 start with Game 4 if necessary on Friday.
We hope it's necessary. We'd like to see the Jacks run deep.
Well, if they sweep, I mean, if they win the first 2 games in Dubuque and then game 3, you want them to sweep.
That would be good too. Yes.
There you go.
It's going to be tough to win in Dubuque, but let me ask you this before you go. It was a big deal to see the Joe close down this year.
Yeah.
And everybody was. Did you see the trickle of the few people that were actually upset that the Pistons were leaving the Palace?
Nobody seemed to care about that, which is weird because, I mean, the Palace just opened in '88.
And it's not that old, and it's really a great facility. And I understand that the overall best thing for Detroit is to move the Pistons back into downtown. Absolutely. But it's like I saw 2 guys on there going, "Oh, it's such a shame. They're not going to be at the Palace anymore."
They're not the Auburn Hills Pistons.
I know.
Hills is not Detroit. If you've been to Detroit, you've been to Auburn Hills. There is a vast difference. So
the nice thing about this is, with the Palace now not having a permanent tenant, you ready for this? Monster truck shows every week. They won't have to take the dirt out.
Yeah, that's what Auburn Hills wants, monster truck.
Bigfoot's coming back.
Grave digger.
Great. You'll pay for the whole seat, but you'll only use the edge. Hey, guess what?
What?
You're out of here.